Among the best wrestling memoirs ever written. I've been reading wrestling memoirs roughly as long as Niedhart has been a professional wrestler, beginning roughly in 2001 when we were both in our late teens, maybe slightly earlier, whenever Mick Foley's first book hit mass market paperback. And yes, I've read both of Foley's early books. I've read at least one of Jericho's books, I've read Batista's book and at least one of HBK's books. I even read The Rock's dad, Soulman, Rocky Johnson's book and Hornswoggle's book. More recently, I've read Rousey's 2024 book along with Lynch's book released at nearly the same time. Earlier this year, I had a chance to do an advance review copy of Killer Kross's book that released about a month ago as I write this review. In other words, I have a lot of experience reading wrestlers' memoirs, though there are still several I've yet to get to. And y'all, I absolutely put this one right up there among the top. This one is full of everything that makes a good wrestling memoir great. The history, the peeks behind the scenes at various points and from Niedhart's view from whatever age she was at the time growing up, her own story from the first time she ever picked up the Anvil's championship belt through becoming a multi-time champion within WWE herself. We see more of her struggles with her dad than even Total Divas really had any capacity of showing. We see her fears, shared by fellow third-generation superstar who also wrote a foreword to this book, some kid named Dwayne, as Soulman said in his book, of whether she could live up to her family's legacy. We see how that legacy shaped both the woman and the professional Neidhart has become, for good and not so great. We even get a friends to lovers romance for the ages that few even fictional romance authors can replicate, showing the first time TJ first showed up at Hart House through their struggles together when he broke his neck in the ring and beyond. This book seems very transparent. Yes, many of us thought we knew Niedhart particularly from Total Divas, though as with all reality shows, that one became quite obviously barely anything resembling reality rather quickly, particularly after the first season, but here we see even more of her story, particularly her absolute love and admiration for her dad, and all the heartache this caused as his mental condition deteriorated over the years. Bookending with the 2019 WWE Hall of Fame induction of Neidhart's uncle Bret, the Hitman, Hart and her dad Jim, the Anvil. Niedhart as the Hart Foundation seems a deliberate editorial choice, a way to stop before the pandemic Thunderdome era of WWE, and perhaps lay the groundwork for a later memoir to pick up exactly there, a la Foley, Jericho, and even HBK's follow-up books. Wrestling fans of any stripe are going to love this book. There's simply too much history here for you not to, including Neidhart's own interactions with one Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. over the years. More than that though, this is going to be one for a lot more people. For the millennial cat moms, yes, Niedhart briefly touches on why she chose not to have human children. For the woman afraid to stand up for herself in her own career, Niedhart shows that even with a legendary legacy in your industry behind you, standing up for yourself is still daunting, but sometimes absolutely must be done. For those interested in women in sports, Niedhart shows the path she made through some family connections but also several shit tons of hard-ass work, and a bit of luck even, at times. Very much recommended.